Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Switch the
Hello, hello,
mode.
hello, and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I pray you are all doing well and that blessings are pouring your way. So, first off, I do want to say rest in peace to Tia Keith. She's from my hometown in Georgia. A very, very wonderful and sweet soul that was taken from us way too soon. Prayers to all of her family members out there and all of the friends and loved ones who are going to be missing her. This loss will be deeply felt by our community as a whole. She was definitely, a lot of people always say people were good people when they pass, but she really, really was a very good person. And we're going to feel this deeply in our community, this loss. So, prayers up for her and her family. All right, so I'll get right into it. So, my week was, mm, it was okay. Not much was going on this week for me. I been mostly at home working overtime as usual because that's how they have us working still for the whole month of July. And haven't really been able to do too much fun stuff with my baby girl. We did get to enjoy Chick-fil-A's Cow Appreciation Day. So last week we went and we decorated our costumes that Chick-fil-A gave us to wear for the cow appreciation. And so this week we actually, got our little dress up on and went over to Chick-fil-A and had lunch together. And she got to play in the play yard a little bit. So that was pretty much the most excitement we had this week. But then my oldest daughter, she decided that she wanted to come and spend some time with her mom, which is always appreciated because, me and my girl, we have our ups and downs. We have our good days and our bad days. But at the end of the day, I will always love her. And, we're mom and daughter. So you know how that relationship goes. But yeah, she was like, come pick me up. Let's spend the day together. And so that's what we did. We ran errands together and she went with me house hunting. So we rode around looking for places to view. And I did actually get to view a place with her. And then went around looking for other places to look at because your girl is ready to move. Okay. I'm so sick and tired of being in this place. I've been in here for 6 years and I am just ready for something new. I feel stagnant in life and I've been nervous about putting myself out there because the area I want to live in is really hard to find a place in this area. So I just had to like really be like, you know what? It really doesn't matter. I'll at this point I'll live anywhere in this area because it's still, it's still the same county, but I was just being particular about the school district, but I've always driven my kids to school for the most part. So if I have to do it again, I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? I will be the pull up mommy, in the car rider line if I have to. So yeah, I was just trying to find some different places, expanding my horizons. And, I had a good time hanging out with my daughter though. We went to eat together. It was me and both of my daughters, of course, because baby girl is always going to be with me. And we went to my brother's house, and she got to see one of her cousins, and then we went to my mom's house because I'm about to get ready to help my mom um, with a yard sale at her house, and she's moving out of her place. So I was like, honey, let's sell some of this stuff. Ain't no point of just throwing it away. I'm sure you could probably get something. And she's like, she don't want none of her old stuff because she's literally had it forever. She just got rid of her old living room suit that I think she had when I was a kid. I honestly do. Like, I told her, you don't know how many dead skin cells on that couch. Like, ugh. And then she's had her dining table since I was a kid. And even her whole bed set, she's had it forever. Like, so I understand why she wants to declutter and get rid of all that stuff because she has literally had it forever. Like me, I could never because I am so bougie, as she says. I'd be ready to throw stuff away and get something new in a minute, honey, because all this new stuff they keep making, I'm ready to upgrade. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna have a yard sale. So I also went over there and took her plants too because she didn't want them anymore. And it's so hard for me to keep some plants alive. So y'all pray for my mama plants that I don't kill all of them. Hopefully the love that she poured into them will continue with me. But like I think I got like 4 or 5 plants from her. And a few of them she kind of neglected a little bit and they were like on their last leg. But for the most part, they're all flourishing. So I'm like, hopefully they'll flourish with me as well. Um, and so we also got to go see my mom. My oldest daughter hasn't seen my mom in a long time. She hasn't seen anybody in a long time on our side of the family because she lives away from us. So, and she's always working. So, yeah, it was good to be able to take her around to see some people because our family really hasn't gotten together in a long time. So, we just haven't been able to see everybody. So, that was really nice. Overall, I had a wonderful day with my daughter. I really, really enjoyed that. We needed that time together. And let me tell you, honey, my baby even paid for dinner. Like, y'all don't understand. I don't know if y'all have older kids or not, but like, if it really feels good for your child to want to like treat you to stuff. Like, it's very shocking. Like, she gave me money for my birthday, which is like, oh my gosh, I'm not used to this. I'm used to like always doing for them. So for them to, to have one of my children give back to me really, really feels good. So that was nice. And we enjoyed ourselves and we talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. Oh my gosh, we talked about everything. And so what else did I do this week? That's pretty much it. Our book club was canceled. That's why I decided to do the yard sale on Sunday because I was going to be doing the book club on Sunday, but then my the ladies I'm doing a book club with, it was a conflict with scheduling after we did settle on this date. First, we settled on Saturday. Everybody couldn't do Saturday. So then we settled on Sunday and everybody was like, okay. But then they came back and it was like, oh, no, we can't do Sunday anymore. So I made other plans, but then now Sunday's back on. But I got to do this yard sale because I really been needing to do it anyway. So I just want to go ahead and get it knocked out of the way for my mom. Just kind of help her out with getting rid of and decluttering some stuff. I'm gonna go over there and help her like throw away things because I'm the throwaway queen. Like, what I'm saying? She mad at me still because I went over her house and cleaned it out one time because I was like, if you ain't using this stuff, throw this stuff away. So yeah. Anyway, but so I am disappointed for the book club to be missing the book club. But I'm also excited to be doing a yard sale. I've never done a yard sale before, so this is gonna be really fun. I'm gonna let y'all know how it goes because Lord knows. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. So, oh, also I forgot. I was like, I don't think I have any birthdays this week, but yes, I do. Happy birthday to Joelle. Joelle is my friend Shanita's daughter, and her birthday is this week. She's turning 10, and I'm so appreciative that she thought about inviting us to her birthday party. We're going to be running late because I got to work. I was going to call out of work, but I can't call out of work. So I'm going to have to work. And then when I get off, then we're going to shoot over there and we're going to hang out with them. Even if I'm late, I'm still going to pull up because pulling up is pulling up. That's what I do anyway. So yeah. But yeah, so me and baby girl get to go to a birthday party this weekend. I'm very excited. And that's pretty much it for me and my week. I hope y'all had a wonderful week as well. And that, the summer almost over, y'all. We ramping down on the summer. Like, I'm so not ready because I don't feel like doing all this school shopping. I used to be excited about this stuff, but not as much because I'm really trying to figure out like my baby girl pre-K situation. I really haven't heard back from this center that she's supposed to be set up for pre-K with, and I'm like, I don't know if I missed the email or what, like what's going on. Um, but yeah, like I'm really stressed out about this whole pre-K situation, and then just back to school shopping, like it's kind of more depressing because everything is so expensive. So we got to go clothes and shoes shopping, and then we have to wait to go to open house before we can get our school supply list. So I have 2 weeks before open house. School doesn't get back until August 5th. So, yeah, I'm excited in a way, and in a way I'm not. Um, because it's gonna be a hustle and bustle, but I'm gonna stand up and do what I gotta do no matter what. I'm gonna make it happen because that's what I always do. Um, let me see. Why is my phone going off? Okay, so uh, nope, that's not it. All right, so I wanted to talk about the Jay-Z concert. So Jay-Z held it down all last weekend. He had everybody um up in the building for his anniversary tour, I guess you call it. I don't think that's what you call it. But he had the tour at Yankee Stadium. It was star-studded lineup. He had many, many guests. So we're gonna run through the guests and who he had out for each night. So starting with night one, that was Friday night, July 10th, Beyonce came out. He had Nas. He had his daughter Blue Ivy, Alicia Keys, Memphis Bleak, and Jazz O. Also joined him on stage. Then, hey baby. No, they're broke. Somebody broke them. And then night two, July 11th, he had Eminem come out, Pharrell Williams, Slick Rick. And then y'all, okay, night three. I know y'all heard about night three. Night three was a mess because there was people that bum rushed the stadium trying to get in for free. I don't even know why people always running it for other people. And so what happened is they ended up delaying the show. Like the show was supposed to start around 8 o'clock. It did not start until 12:15. And I know because I was up all night watching. Okay. There was this lady that was on live that I just happened to find her live on TikTok, and they was like, "When is the show gonna start?" She was like, videoing from the stadium, and so I was really interested. I was like, "What is going on? Like, it's really hasn't started. Like, what happened?" We all like speculating what happened and what went wrong, and like if there was a real emergency. And apparently, it was just a security breach, and so they were just trying to get everything figured out because people were running in and not even doing the security check. So it really became a matter of safety. And so they decided to wait until everything settled down. But they even had celebrities outside waiting to get into the stadium. It was really crazy. But night three happened. It started on Monday. But Rihanna came out, which was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe he had Rihanna out there. And her boo ASAP was there to support her too. I saw him with the baby. But Beyonce came out again. Usher was there, Tiana Taylor, Jermaine Dupri, Jeezy was there, Clips was there, Swizz Beatz was there. Fat Joe and Jadakiss performed. Like it was really, really. It seemed like a really good time. I heard many good reviews of the show. I didn't really hear nobody saying anything bad about it, but I just think it was so awesome that he was able to bring so many people together for a star-studded weekend. They shut down Yankee Stadium. I hate what happened to the last night, but I'm glad that the show went on because it had to. But I would have hated to be in that audience. Like y'all just sitting there in the audience waiting all those hours, no idea what's going on and why it's taking so long. Like that really, really sucked for everybody. But it seems like everybody kept their spirits up and they toughed it out. And that's all that matters. I really could not wait to hear about the Breakfast Club though. I was so excited to hear what they was gonna say because I know DJ Envy and Charlemagne was so excited about this dang on show. And so Charlemagne actually went all 3 nights, which is very surprising because he don't like being out around a lot of people like that. And so that was very shocking. But yeah, they all had a good time. The ladies, well, Lauren went. Jess couldn't make it, but she was like doing a show or something. But so anyway, on the world news, honey. So I don't know if y'all are Taco Bell connoisseurs, but I'm gonna tell y'all, growing up. Okay, so anyway, but like growing up, I really, really loved Taco Bell. Taco Bell was my favorite. Like I'm gonna tell you, I love the Nacho Bell Grande. I love their Supreme tacos. I ain't really like eat everything on their menu, but I love their cheesy gordita crunch, their cheesy potatoes. Um, that's pretty much it. I ain't ever ate I don't think I've ever tried anything else there, but yeah, Taco Bell was the spot. And while everybody always says that Taco Bell clears them out, I've never had that problem. Like I honestly haven't had that problem with Taco Bell, like, really making me go to the bathroom. I'm trying to think, like, of a moment that it really just affected me, and I just don't really remember anything like that. But I've always loved Taco Bell. I remember when I was pregnant with my daughter, like, I was craving Taco Bell like crazy. Like, that is my spot until I grew up. And then I realized that, like, ew, Taco Bell is not all that good. Like, you know what I mean? It's not even the best. But recently they've had a really big outbreak of mass diarrhea apparently. Like, um, Taco Bell been making people sick, and it's because of the lettuce. There's like an outbreak going on with the lettuce supplier, and it's not just Taco Bell. Whoever else is getting lettuce from the supplier is also having the same issue. But Taco Bell had to like get rid of all of their lettuce, and they really got rid of all of their fresh ingredients. And it was like, what else are you getting at Taco Bell if there's no fresh ingredients? Like lettuce, tomatoes, and guacamole, and onions, and things like that. Like, I don't know how you gonna eat Taco Bell without that, but I guess some people don't care if they really, really love it, but it just takes away from the flavor. But anyway, y'all don't have to get up off of Taco Bell, okay? Leave them alone and stop getting their people sick, all right? Because, some people still love Taco Bell because they don't know any better. But once I ate real Mexican at a real Mexican restaurant, I was like, oh. And then you know what? Some people might even say that's not even authentic, but it's definitely a lot tastier than Taco Bell. I will say that. But Taco Bell still holds a place in my heart. My kids still love it. They prefer Taco Bell over going to a restaurant. And it's because kids, their taste buds are very poor and they don't really know any better. They don't really know any better. So they'll just eat the worst of things and think it's the best. So I don't fault them for that because I used to love Taco Bell myself. But anyway, there was also a story I saw recently where this brother was getting his mentally disabled sister pregnant, and he got her pregnant 2 freaking times, y'all. And like the second time that he got her pregnant, the authorities got involved, and they had social services come out to the house. They put a warrant out on the mom, the dad, and the brother because he living in a whole two-parent home with a mom and a dad, and they not even concerned that their daughter who is special needs keeps getting pregnant. And I don't know if they knew that their son was getting her pregnant, but your own son was getting her pregnant. Like, oh, that's just so strange that they would allow something like that to happen in their household and not even question it. And it also kind of makes me wonder, like, was the dad doing anything to her? Is the reason why he didn't mind the son doing something to her? Because some parents, I mean, some families really are weird like that. So I don't know, but I am so glad that everybody was arrested because y'all should be arrested. That poor girl sitting here having incestuous kids against her will. She don't even know what's going on, really. Anyway, but yeah, that was it for the world news. I didn't really want to talk too much about what y'all president got going on because he always got something going on, and I'd rather not bog myself down with that. I be listening to these stories and I just be like, I don't know. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about. I have actually 2 discussion questions this week because I haven't had a discussion question in a long time. Maybe I should save one for another week. I'm gonna ask both. Who cares? Okay, so first discussion question is, can you have more than one best friend? Like, this was brought to my attention this week, and I just feel like you can have more than one best friend. Why can't you have more than one best friend? Like, a best friend is someone who is, really close to you. And it's somebody that because let me tell you, friends have different meanings in your life for you. And so one friend might fulfill one thing for you and another friend might fill another one. And they could equally both be your best friend. Or you can even throw a third friend in there that does something else for you. So I feel like, yes, you can have more than one best friend. Like, I don't know. I just Googled it and it says, yes, you absolutely can have multiple best friends. People often have a friendship Rolodex with different friends, fulfilling different roles like offering specific emotional support, sharing hobbies, or serving as a confidant. So, boom, they just like Google just read my mind. Like, it's really and, I mean, it makes sense to me, but, many psychologists point out that relying on just one person to meet all your needs can actually put too much pressure on a relationship. Having several close confidants ensures a healthier and more balanced social life. Okay, so yes, y'all. Okay, so anybody who thought you couldn't have more than one best friend, girl, go ahead and get you a few best friends. And dude, if you got a few homeboys that's your best friends, it's okay. Like it really is okay. Because like one person cannot fulfill every need for you. They just can't. Like it would be nice to think that they can, but like no. I don't know. But okay, so that was a cute discussion question. That's something that you gotta just think about and ponder on. But yeah, I've my whole life, like I've had multiple best friends. I am such a friendly person. I attract people naturally to me. And so I've had a million best friends throughout my life. Like literally, I've probably had a new best friend every single year because I would meet someone and we would just fall madly into friendship. You know how people fall madly into love? I would fall madly into friendship with people like, "Oh my gosh, you're my best friend. I'm your best friend." Ah, like, and we just do everything together, talk together. And a lot of my friends, they eventually would move away. So that's why I would have so many best friends. Is because usually somebody would move away or you just lose contact with people, especially back in the day when we didn't have cell phones and social media. When somebody moved away, they fell into a deep, dark black hole and you never seen them again. And what's so interesting is, y'all, I have found so many of my old best friends on social media. Not everybody I found because there were some people that because I went to three high schools. There were some people that I was able to keep in contact with, but some people like that considered me their best friend and I consider them, my best friend too. Like I've lost contact with them. I would love to be able to, reconnect with a lot of people, but the thing is I don't remember everybody's name. I don't even know where all my yearbooks at either. So to even pinpoint that, I bet my mama got my yearbooks. So I'm glad to be going over her house, going through her stuff so I can, confiscate some things. But anyway, yes, yes, yes to the best friends. I love me a good friend, and I have had one best friend that has outlasted everybody. Like, and y'all know that's Charity. Like, anybody that knows me knows that Charity is my bestie for life. Like, literally, I don't see us ever stop being best friends because I wouldn't cross her, she wouldn't cross me. So that's just a clear line of demarcation that we have with each other. And we haven't had any issues because we both are just good people, genuinely. And so we don't do anything to the other person. Like, even if I'm sure I've done things to maybe upset her, and she's done things that, I may not have liked at times, but it doesn't like go into like we haven't had an argument, we haven't had a falling out. We understand that we are people and we respect, each other in a way that we don't let even disappointments disappoint us. You know what I mean? Like I know I've probably disappointed her because, I can't always show up for everything. And same for her, she's not able to always show up for everything. So, we do the best that we can. And when we can show up for each other, we show up full force. And that's what a best friend is supposed to do. But that's why you also can have other best friends because your other best friends can fill the void of your best friend that can't fill the void at the time. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so the next discussion question is, would you let your kids go over your ex best friend's house that is non family? Like, basically, if your friendship ended, would you still be cool with letting your kids hang out? That kind of depends. Like, if my child is an adult, then yeah, I don't care that your child and my child will still hang out. Now, would I trust my child with you? No, I don't care what age they are. I would tell them like, look, me and her mom are not speaking no more. So just be careful around her. Maybe she'll never do anything to you, but who knows? Because people are freaking crazy. You really think you know somebody, but you may not really know them. So I just would say no. Like with my kids being at a young age right now, I only have one adult child. So like I said, my adult child, I really couldn't do nothing about that. But my younger kids, it's like no, you're not hanging out with my kids no more if me and you are not friends. Like, it's just because you really don't know, like, what goes on in the mind of people. But what would y'all do? Like, if y'all friends, if you and somebody is friends and then y'all kids become friends because of y'all friendship, because we do force our kids to hang out with our friends' kids, would you still allow your kids to be close to someone who you no longer fool with like that? And this came from Real Housewives of Atlanta because Shamia was upset that Portia didn't let her daughter play with her daughter anymore. And I was just like, yeah, Shamia, that makes all the sense in the world. I wouldn't allow my child to come over your house knowing that me and you are beefing. Not that you would intentionally do something, but I don't know. Like, only person that would get a pass is family. Like, if we're family, I don't care what is going on. I can hate you for the rest of your life and never talk to you again, but I would never keep my kids away from family. Even though family can be crazy too, and sometimes family would backstab you and hurt your kids and all that, I still would have a more of a level of trust with them that I wouldn't think they would do something to my kids, so I wouldn't want to keep my kids away from them. But yeah, everybody has their own way of seeing things. But yeah, definitely it depends on how deep everything goes, if it's like a deep, deep falling out or if it's just like a surface level falling out. It really depends. But I say no. But who knows? Um, but anyway, let's me see. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I did want to touch on this. So I did see, because this is about Portia and Shamia, since we're ending off on this. I did see somewhere where a lady posted on social media that Portia and Shamia both mimic their mother's lives. Shamia has a mom who has a husband who has money, and she has a very comfortable, successful life. And same thing for her daughter, Shamia. She has a husband who has money, who has a very comfortable life. And then Portia mimics her mom, who is single, messy, and try to steal other people's men. And I was like, ooh. But I ain't gonna say I can't say that it's not true. Like, Portia does live a single, complicated life, and while she has been married, and she's been married a few times, she's also been engaged a few times. She does live a messy, complicated life, and she is, not, living a different lifestyle than her mom. But that's kind of where I drew the line on their comparison, because they were saying that Portia is so envious of Shamia that she is like sabotaging her friendship basically. And I don't think that's true. I think the reason that Portia told Shamia that her being on the show was going to ruin their friendship is because that's what reality TV does. Reality TV ruins marriages and friendships. That's what it does. Because the thing about it is that people that don't know, that's not like deep into it yet, is that the producers of the show put you in situations with these people to cause you to have beef with them. They don't want you to get along. So they're going to keep fueling whatever little beef that you have until it's a full on issue. And so, Portia being on The Real Housewives forever, she knows that they're going to try to find the weak spot for her and Shamia's relationship, and they're going to pick and pick and pick at it until they draw a wedge between these ladies, and now they're falling out and they're no longer friends. And only the strongest can survive that type of messiness on a show, and she just knew that they couldn't survive it. So I don't think that Portia had any ulterior motives. They genuinely fell out from being friends. These ladies are living two different lives, and so they were really, really friends back in the day, but you know what is this called, the show that they're doing has destroyed a lot of lives. Reality TV, I couldn't even think of what it was called. Reality TV has ruined a lot of lives. DJ Envy said that him and his wife didn't do reality TV because they they ruin people's marriages. And him and his wife have a good marriage, and he didn't want that kind of drama in his life, and I don't blame him. Not it doesn't happen to everybody, but it can happen, and you just have to be above the haters, and not everybody can handle the scrutiny of the world looking at them and judging them, and just causing issues in their life. So Anyway, that's all I wanted to say on that. But y'all, I do want to thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Chatting It Up with Mrs. V. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Share your thoughts on YouTube and Instagram under any of my posts, or hit me in the DMs. I don't care. Tell me what you think about what we're talking about. I want to know your opinion. So, as usual, I'm wishing you a wonderful day. And remember, be smart, be kind, be beautiful, and be blessed. And until next time, bye, y'all.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Switch the mood. Fuck around and make the news.